An important call in the middle of this match. It's been success for the seeds so far today, as Gerwin Price, Ian White and Jelle Klaassen have all made it safely through to the final day of action. Will Michael Smith follow suit? He's up against Jan Dekker, and joining me, Chris Murphy, in the commentary box is Rob Malarkey.
Yeah, well, Michael Smith is sometimes very difficult to weigh up, I think. He went through a very lean spell towards the end of last year. He was a first-round loser at the World Grand Prix against Alan Norris. Didn't get beyond the last 16 of any of the last 7 Players' Championship events either. Nothing more than a quarter-final in the last 5 European Tour events of the year. And then he thrown into the mix a 5-3 defeat by Luke Woodhouse in the last 128 of the Grand Slam wildcard qualifiers. A first-round defeat by Bunting at the European Championship. And another defeat by Norris at the Players' Championship finals, and it all adds up to a very disappointing autumn and winter for him. He's had success on the European stage, of course, but he's had a few misses as well. Knocked out in the second round this stage of this tournament in October by Mark Webster. So if Michael Smith doesn't get himself out of this trough, or he doesn't show signs...
First leg, Michael to throw first. Game on!
He could have problems, but I suspect he'll get through, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, on the other side of the coin, he has started to show signs of a return to form at the start of 2017. He's played in 12 events this year, and he's reached at least a quarter-final in half of those. Made a final against Peter Wright in one of the UK Open qualifiers, missed match darts to take one of the 3 titles off Peter Wright, who then went on to win the finals, of course. But yeah, you're right, he's a kind of... I suppose it's an improvement on where he had been around a year or so ago, because he'd been in a bit of a really bad slump of form. So he's improved that to sort of hit and miss now, and maybe we'll see the real Michael Smith in 2017, 3-time European Tour winner.
Yeah, and I hope so. 2 of those successes coming in 2015. Brushed aside Michael van Gerwen in a terrific final in Mulheim, after winning in Riesa as well, where he beat Benito van der Pas a couple of years ago. But signs of life of late for Michael Smith, certainly. But Jan Dekker, double Dekker, rattles in a treble 20 for a 180, just to put some pressure on here.
100.
May go 57 for 2 double tops here. Don't call him double Dekker for nothing. But I assume that's what he was trying to do, is a long way away from the mark,
57.
and Smith will come back looking for a 70 checkout, probably treble 18 or treble 10. Well, it's hit treble 6, and now he's all over the place.
30. You require 80.
And Dekker looks at 80 for an immediate break of throw, double 10.
Game
Yes.
shot on the first leg. Jan Dekker, second leg, Jan to throw first. Game on.
Dekker came through against Chris Quantock yesterday, trailed 5-4 in that match, but then won the last 2 legs to book his place in the last 32 here. It was a nip and tuck match.
Yeah, but he was very good in the last leg, wasn't he? Just composed himself. I remember you were with me in the commentary box. He took a moment, didn't he, just before that leg, and then just
found a gear, didn't he?
Yeah.
Prior to this weekend, we hadn't seen Dekker on the European Tour since a 6-0 defeat by Gary Anderson in the 3rd round of last year's European Open in Dusseldorf, where he beat John Henderson and Dave Chisnell in the first 2 rounds.
58.
But European experience was fairly limited last year, just the 2 appearances on the European Tour. He also made it to the Dutch Darts Masters in Venray at the very start of 2016. Lost in the first round there to Kevin Sommers, so maybe looking to put things right here this weekend.
134.
Has tasted some success in the PDC on the Challenge Tour. When he first started competing in PDC events, he picked up 3 Challenge Tour titles, Jan Dekker. And he did win the last meeting against Michael Smith. It was just over a year ago. They've only met twice before, and Michael Smith won the meeting in 2015 when he was on kind of the best form he's been in his career.
Yeah.
But still only 26. In fact, both of these players only 26 years old.
124. 63.
In danger of
Requires
facing a
72.
two-leg deficit here, Michael Smith.
Very much in danger. Double 16 than he wants for a 2-0 lead.
40. Michael requires 61.
Rattled into the 20, made a huge echo that, didn't it? Anyway, 41 remaining. Tops then.
21.
Wow.
You only require 32.
Fair to say that Michael Smith hasn't really got going so far
Game
today,
shot,
and he does
second leg.
indeed find himself 2-0
Third
down.
leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, does need to get himself going, the bully boy, as soon as possible. Would be the first seed to tumble should Dekker win 4 more legs, but here comes bully boy.
139.
But here comes Jan Dekker.
135.
Almost looked away before he'd thrown the final dart. Shades of Adrian Lewis.
38.
But he looks in the zone here, Dekker.
139.
2 visits with 2 big trebles to really apply the pressure on Smith.
134.
He may need to take out the 170 if Dekker can find another couple of trebles again, and he's going the right way about it.
137. Marking requirement 170.
He's in the frame again here is Dekker, certainly.
57.
Smith once again just labouring here.
90.
Ooh, awkward. Well, he's found the 25. Bullseye he wants.
65.
That was a real chance. It was not a bad marker either for him.
30.
Yeah, fantastic lie, wasn't it? But this has got to go. Michael Smith needs a treble. Gets one.
90.
Doesn't get the double, and Dekker will return for a 3-leg lead and a double break of throw.
Right in the middle of the 9-bed, double 8. And it is a second break of throw. And Jan Dekker, in what seems like the blink of an eye, leads by 3 legs to 0 here. And an upset is very much on the cards. Bully boy scratching his forehead there, furrowed brow, quizzical look on his face. 3-0 down.
Yeah, bemused at what's going on here.
100.
I saw Michael Smith arrive yesterday when he first got to the arena. He went straight to the board in the players' room, or in the room just where the arrivals are checked in, and he had a look at the draw. And I think he may have just been looking to see where Mensur Suljovic was, because he's had a habit of meeting Suljovic in the European Tour. 3 times he lost to Mensur last season in Europe, but they are in opposite halves of the draw, so they can't meet until the final. Lost to him in Venray in the 3rd round, and also in the 3rd round in Gibraltar and in Hamburg as well.
40.
2 of those matches going the distance as well.
Yeah, many men have tried and failed to handle Mensur Suljovic.
40.
Beaten by him at the Players' Championship finals as well a couple of years ago. Just seems to have a measure of him, does Mensur.
171.
That will do Smith the world of good, though.
It's better, but still Dekker in a position here, if he can find just 1 treble, gives him a much easier finish than Michael Smith's got in front of him.
134.
That was a really good cover shooting demonstration from Jan Dekker there. Down to 83. Treble 20 for Bull won't go.
And the last dart landed in the 3. It's made it even more difficult.
83.
So 83 for Dekker for 4 zip. That's in the 6th. So he won't get a dart double. And now Michael Smith has to take advantage.
Yeah, careless first dart, that really unpicked him there, but Smith has to pounce all over this. It's a good way of going about it. Double 18, 1 dart in hand.
51.
Not enough.
You only require 40.
Well, Michael Smith can't afford to miss chances like that, and he could find himself in all sorts of trouble here.
Game shot of full play.
Well, Michael Smith missed 1 dart in the 3rd leg and 2 in the 4th. Jan Dekker punishes again and leads 4-0. We're on the brink of our first shock of the afternoon here.
And we could be on course for our first whitewash of the weekend as well, which I mean, not many people would have had this one down as an upset, let alone a 6-0. Yeah, we did express the concerns about Michael Smith, but we did reinforce the point that he had made an encouraging start to 2017 despite his troubles at the end of last year.
134.
And it's not like you can say he's not a stage player, because his best success has come on the European Tour, and he's beaten Phil Taylor on the biggest stage of them all.
Yep, when he was first breaking
137.
4 years ago, that meant.
We're speaking with Dan about, you know, how would it affect Clarkson and Hybrex to be eliminated from the Premier League. I wonder how much that really did affect Michael Smith. Did it perhaps come too soon for him? Dekker can't get down to a finish, or he can't now, so this really is the chance for Smith to get a leg on the board. 1, 4, 3 and 6 starts at least to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a brutal exercise, can't it? You know, if you're losing week in, week out, it must take its toll. But then again, you're playing in front of sellout crowds of 10,000 or so. It must do wonders for your morale as well.
I'd be surprised if we never saw him back there.
140.
He's got time on his side, of course, as well. Like you say, he's only 26. Anyway, Smith with a chance here to get the first leg on the board. Tops he wants, can't afford to miss this, but he has done. And he was somewhere below the wire as well, and a shrug of the shoulders as he retrieved his darts there. 83 for Dekker once again here. This time he finds the treble 17, double 16 he wants.
Game shot.
Yeah, that was the difference. He had 83 last time. On that occasion he hit the treble 2. On that occasion though he had the perfect platform, found the treble 17, and he leads 5-0, and it's another break.
Yeah, so he's throwing for the match now. We've had a 6-1 win for Gerwin Price. Ian White was the closest seed to coming to going out. He won 6-5 for John Bowles. Ian White fans panicking there. And Jelle Klaassen a 6-1 winner as well. But as you said, Rob, this could be the first whitewash of the weekend, and a very unexpected one.
Difficult. I mean, you could make a case for Smith maybe winning 2 or 3, but 6 on the spin, I'm not so sure.
Dekker's been good, but he's not being forced into 12 darters to do this.
He's been, he's been given plenty of opportunities when Smith has fluffed his line. This could be too little too late from Michael Smith, and then we see the fact that Dekker is shading the averages, but he's doing the business at the final reckoning as well.
It's when Smith's got down to around this range that he's not throwing in a treble, and here we see again.
Yeah. Starting off okay, as you can see from the front 9.
Not even a finish. 2 visits for Dekker for a whitewash.
$56.
Well, it's just as well perhaps that he has got that cushion, because he's only down to 94. Still Smith is struggling for a treble here, but he finds one with his final dart.
Required 94.
Now then, big moment this.
69.
Ooh. Well, not quite sure what he was thinking there, because it's a long way from the 19s, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, has he pulled it that far away?
62.
And then he hesitated as if to realise that he'd made a mistake. Anyway, Smith double 12. Yep. Well, will that be a turning point?
Michael Smith.
Ironic cheers from the crowd as Michael Smith gets a leg on the board. Just wouldn't mind establishing what Jan Dekker was thinking there, but he just needs to put that behind him now and move on.
Well, having gone for the bullseye in the first place, he must have known that 25 left 19 balls, so I could only assume that it was a loose star, but as you said, he looked a bit confused in his expression. The expression of Michael Smith was one of sarcastic relief.
Yeah.
135.
That's a better start to this leg from Dekker. Of course, he's broken Smith 3 times already today. No reason why he can't do it again here.
140.
Michael Smith, though, is a momentum player at times, and maybe that is just the injection that he needs.
Well, it ain't over until it's over, and as you said, Smith is one of the players, like of Adrian Lewis, that can just get on a run. Once he finds a range, he tends to stay there.
131.
Yeah, just develops that rhythm. He's a swift player. Yeah, he's down to 130 already here. But Dekker isn't going anywhere just yet. Just another reminder, he'd like to do it here and now, but he does have that opportunity in the next leg and the one after that if he has to.
Well, that was a risky last start from Dekker, because the 140 wouldn't have left to finish. But he gambled and it paid off and left him a smaller checkout.
Oh,
and
brilliant.
It's on.
Double 10. Oh, superb, Jan Dekker. Absolutely brilliant from the Dutchman, racing into a 5-0 lead with 3 breaks of throw against the bully boy, the number 13 seed. Michael Smith responded, but it was too little too late. Jan Dekker having the final say with yet another break of throw, his 4th of the match, and a very stylish checkout of 128 to wrap things off. It's our first casualty of the weekend, our first notable casualty of the weekend, as we lose one of the seeded players. But for Jan Dekker, its business is on. He could well be a very, very clear and present danger in his section of the draw, coming through yesterday in 11 legs, but he only needed 7 today. Let's hear from him now. On the way, by the way, Christo Reyes and Paul Nicholson on the stage next.
Good match. Yes, I did. I always have a chance against the good players. I know what I can do, but yeah, just when I made it to 3-0, I felt good. I thought you have to keep going, and yeah, when a 6-1 win is fantastic.
Was you the first one who beat a seeded player? So what's possible this weekend?
Yeah, the thing is, we just what I said. We can beat all players, but yeah, they have a little bit more experience. So I just have to enjoy tomorrow as well, and yeah, I want to go for it. Yeah.
What are you actually doing now? Is the job done, and you will leave the venue here, or what? Do you still practice now?
No. The thing is, I stopped now, and I'm going back to my hotel, and then I'm gonna watch my mate Christian Kist tonight. And yeah, the thing is, I'm playing with him the whole year, and I hope he will beat Peter Wright, but yeah.
Difficult. Thank you very much. Jan Dekker, we will see him again tomorrow. Ihn sehen wir also morgen wieder. Er hat den Sonntag erreicht bei diesem 6:1 über Michael Smith. Wie gesagt, gestern sagte er schon im Interview, ich habe eine Chance gegen den Bully Boy. Er hat das mit seinem klaren Erfolg bestätigt. Die Top Guns, so Jan Dekker, die haben einfach ein bisschen mehr Erfahrung. Sie spielen das Ganze konstanter als ein Mann wie Jan Dekker. Aber er will mal schauen, was er macht. Fährt jetzt zurück ins Hotel und dann wird in Ruhe auch noch ein bisschen sich die Session angesehen über den PDC Livestream. Das war Match Nummer 4. Machen jetzt so eine kurze Pause für die Technik-Crew, dass auch die mal kurz aufs stille Örtchen können. 4-5 Minuten Pause und dann geht's weiter mit dem Match von Christo Reyes gegen Paul Nicholson.